Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are getting to another one of your sponsored requests. This one comes to us from our friend Kaza3282. Thank you so much. This is B Classic from JO1. They are a Japanese group, but they promote globally, including in Korea. They've been at KCON. They were actually at KCON this past month. Actually, no, that was still technically this month. Real quick, by the way, JO1 fans are nuts, right? Like, but in a good way. Like, we also have ZB1 fans and Rise fans, NCT fans, and they're all nuts, not in the best way. But JO1 fans are almost equally as rabid as them, but they're so much nicer in general. That's not to say the fandom of those other groups are overall not nice, but for example with JO1 at KCON, one of my favorite groups, Kepler, was coming up on stage on the artist stage, which is a smaller, little bit more intimate concert type of stage, and JO1 was coming up after them, so we had to line up in advance. But JO1 fans had been camping out since like 5 a.m. They got the front of the line, so they got all the barricade positions. But a few of the girls saw that I was there for Kepler, and they were willing to let me switch places with them just so that I could be on the barricade for Kepler, because I was like, hey, I promise I will leave as soon as Kepler's done. Not because I didn't want to see JO1, but because I had to go to another, it was a meet and greet following that. I think it was with Meow. But the point is, they were so nice. They were like, oh, it's okay. Like, go ahead. So, if somehow those girls ever end up seeing this video, and you remember the big white dude from KCON LA, wanting to see Kepler, thank you so much for letting me have your spot again. And hopefully you enjoyed JO1 afterwards. Anyway, none of that had anything to do with this video. I just wanted to give a quick story about my JO1 experience. Also, JO1 put on a great show at KCON. But this is their latest release, I think. Again, it's B Classic, so let's go check it out. This will be the reaction. My breakdown of the lyrics and anything I see in the video that I want to talk about will be in the breakdown video posted separately. I'm a sucker for some good thunderstorm action. Love being from the south. Okay. Love how the beat came in with that modified classical arrangement. You can just feel the beat ready to drop there. Oh, those faces are creepy. I don't like that. Very cool. Loving the energy too. Pretty dope rap flow. I love the swag, just like. Lovely. Ah, that was so good. They were combining, you know, old school classical music sample with melodic vocals, powerful energy, solid rap flows, a lot of I said energy, but also a lot of confidence in the delivery with this one. That that was a good song. I like that. Um, there was another song, not from JO1, but it was "Buy My Monster" from On and Off, when I had mentioned, and this was last year at some point, where I had mentioned like I love when a group can play around with classical themes or classical instrumentation and still deliver something modern and cool. Because I've never been a fan of classical music itself, but using classical music and or its elements, I really enjoy when other music can do that. So for that reason, this is a stellar song. I really enjoyed this. Looking forward to going into the lyrics, because what they did so well with all of this was they kept a thematic consistency. Um, it also kind of reminds me of Maestro from 17 in the way that it's like using so many musical and classical music metaphors to get the message across. But overall, the message, without having paid too much attention to those lyrics, the first impression of the message I'm getting is that it's like they want to be classic, like something that's timeless, right? They want their music and their name to carry on for, you know, ages to come. So we'll see if I'm right when I go take a look at the lyrics, but yeah, solid request here. All right, guys, that was B Classic from JO1. Shout out to Kaza for the request. Really enjoyed this one. I don't know if JO1 has this sound typically, because as I mentioned, they were at KCON and I heard them perform. They put on a great show, but sometimes the sound gets drowned out, and so I can't really hear the lyrics or anything like that when I'm at KCON. If I don't already know the song, I can't really follow along sometimes. So it would be hard for me to say if any of their other stuff sounds similar to this, but really enjoyed this one regardless. I'd be curious to know if they sound like this or if they experiment with different sounds. I'm pretty sure it's the latter, especially because Japanese groups tend to experiment a lot more. But yeah, anyway, again, thank you for the request. If you want to find out how you can get requests done, you can either go the route that Kaza did, which is sponsoring it through PayPal, or you can use the Patreon link down below and subscribe to Patreon, where subscribers over there get access to things that I can't put here on the YouTube channel, as well as guaranteed prioritized requests that get sent to the top of the queue every month. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to enable your notifications. And yeah, I think that covers everything. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care, everybody.